Mr. Morgan, the next question is for you and it's from a second-year student. Does the passing of Amendment 2 put healthcare providers at risk for recommending or prescribing medical marijuana at the federal level?
Well, right now, we have a president and an attorney general, and I know them both pretty well. I was with them at the First Lady's birthday party this year, so I know this guy. He's been in my house. And this president right now has basically said, leave it alone. Leave it alone. That they're not going to prosecute. Now, the federal law is in conflict with states' laws, and you all know that. You know, this president has admitted smoking marijuana in the past. Somebody asked him, did you inhale? He said, isn't that the point? So, right now you have an administration who believes in states' rights. It's always funny, Republicans are always the big states' rights people until they want to get inside of legalizing morality and running our bodies. So you have this federal law which is in conflict with these 23 states. And by the way, have you noticed these 23 states, they always talk about California. You know why they talk about California? It's the exact opposite of how we're going to do it here. They don't ever talk about the 22 other states. You know why? Because it's working. Do you know why? In those states, OxyContin deaths are down 25%. Do you know why? In those states, violent crime is down. The world didn't end. OxyContin is so powerful and so addictive that the king of personal responsibility, Rush Limbaugh, got hooked on them. That doesn't make him a bad person. Makes him a human being. These drugs are made to hook us and kill us. And you know what Rush Limbaugh did? He started scripting for himself. He broke the law. And then he did what all rich people do when they break the law. He hired Roy Black and got off.
I wish I had time to talk about OxyContin. I had the privilege as a circuit judge where I served for 12 years to sit in the first case of the country where a doctor was convicted, and I sentenced him to 54 years in prison for his OxyContin subscription. Ran a pill mill, Santa Rosa County, Milton, Florida, was second only to New York City in the distribution of OxyContin for a pill mill. I've seen the effect. 9 people OD. He was convicted of manslaughter for 4 of them. I understand it, and I'm against Amendment 2. Why? In the federal question, we don't even need the amendment, and I don't know what Mr. Morgan's answer to this question is, and I'll yield to him, Professor, if you want me to, but law students, 893.136A puts into law what was case law is the medical necessity. A physician can prescribe marijuana, and you can actually grow it as the individual, and by rule, the physician's immune from liability for that. There's no need for this amendment if you want to get marijuana. If this passes, the individual will not be able to grow their own marijuana. It's not needed. So the doctor has protection where the liability for federal, I'm not sure.